राम 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 सर्वेभ्यः नमो नमः सुप्रभातं सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं व्याहरामि। गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो। प्रथमं प्रार्थनाश्लोकानां पारायणं कृत्वा अनन्तरं तेषाम् अर्थस्य कृते गच्छामः। I request the students to please raise your hands and I will call out your names so that you can recite the shloka. Lakshmi Mahodaya.
राम राम महोदय।
Namaste.
वागीशाद्याः सुमनसः सर्वार्थनामुपक्रमे यं नत्वा कृतकृत्याः स्युः तं नमामि गजाननम्।
Astu, dhanyavadaha. Few points to work upon or improvise. Vagishadhyas sumanasaha. This will change to sakara and not ha or so any other sound. So it is sakara. So Vagishadhyas sumanasaha and then sarvarthanam. Dirgha is there. So apart from that, it was well recited. Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः।
अस्तु अग्रिमश्लोकं प्रति गच्छामः। श्रीनिवासन महोदय।
धोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः स्फटिकमणिमयी क्षमालां दधाना हस्तेन एकेन पद्मं सितमपि च सुखं पुस्तकं च आवरेण भासकुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे भक्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना।
अस्तु धन्यवादाः, well recited. Except for hastena ekena, while reciting in the shloka we don't make the sandhi split. Hastena ekena would be told fully or with the sandhi. That's the only point. Otherwise well recited. Dhanyavadaः.
धन्यवादः।
अस्तु रजनी भगिनी, next shloka.
नमस्ते। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्।
Dhanyavadaha, well recited. So a few improvisation points related to it is because of the regional influence, some of the letters are heard half, but Samskrita bhashayam tatra sarvani api aksharani tatra purna rupena vaktavyani. Bhujaga shayanam, all the letters have to be pronounced fully, but
Yes.
apart from that the pronunciation was fine.
धन्यवाद।
Dhanyavadaha. Okay. Next shloka, Prakash Mohini Bhagini, you can recite the next shloka.
Namaste.
Namaste.
आध्यायामित तेजसे श्रुतिपदे हि वेद्याय साध्यायते विद्यानन्दमयात्मने त्रिजगतः संरक्षणोद्योगिने ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः सुरगणैर्गेयाय मायाविने सम्यक् ताण्डव संभ्रमाय जठिने सेयन्नतिः शम्भवे।
Dhanyavadaha. Please listen to the lesson on the first day where the pronunciation has been taught. So some more improvisations are needed in this pronunciation. So I will repeat the shloka. We can listen and then practice it. आद्यायामित तेजसे श्रुतिपदैः वेद्याय साध्यायते विद्यानन्दमयात्मने त्रिजगतः संरक्षणोद्योगिने ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः सुरगणैः गेयाय मायाविने सम्यक् ताण्डव सम्भ्रमाय जटिने सेयन्नतिशम्भवे. With that, now we shall enter into understanding the shlokartha in the step by step process that we are doing. The padacheda, anvaya, padapadartha, bhavartha, evam rupena sopana kramena shlokarthasya ज्ञानं प्राप्नुमः. गतकक्षासु अस्माभिः तत्र श्लोकत्रयस्य अर्थाः दृष्टाः. अधुना चतुर्थश्लोकस्य अर्थं प्रति गच्छामः. अत्र इदानीं प्रथमं तावत् पदच्छेदं कर्तव्यं. कथं भवति इति अत्र पश्यामः. Maybe I will ask one of the students to try out the padacheda and then I will also explain. Archana Bhagini, can you please try doing the padacheda for this? Maybe for the first line, you can try on the first line. Let us see.
अद्यायाम् अमिततेजसे श्रुतिपदैः वेद्याय साध्याय ते.
Astu, ekakshanam. Punaha, the first word, can you again split?
आद्यायाम् अमिततेजसे.
So it is not Adyayam, but it will be Adyaya Amita Tejase. So here Savarna Dirgha Sandhi asti atra. Shruti Vedyaya, Shrutipadair Vedyaya atra Visarga Sandhi Vartate. Dhanyavadaha Archana Bhagini. I will ask one more student to do the second pada. So so that all of us will get the chance to try it out. Amita Bhargava Bhagini, can you please try the second line?
Vidya Anandamaya Atmane Trijagataha Samrakshanaha Udyogine.
Samrakshana Udyogine, and but these are basically samasta padas. So these are compound words, so they will be as is. So Vidyanandamayatmane is one word. Vidyanandamaya, Vidya Anandamaya Atmane. So there is no split from Ananda and Maya, but there is a pratyaya that gets added to Ananda. So one which is filled with Ananda is called Anandamaya. And then Atmane. So it's a compound made up of these words. Vidya Anandamaya Atmane. And then Trijagataha also. It is also a compound. Trijagataha. That's fine. And then Samrakshana Udyogine. So here also there is a compound Samrakshana Udyogine, but the constituent words are Samrakshana and Udyogine. So you have identified it rightly. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavad.
Next, Gayatri Bhagini, can you please try the next pada?
Dhyayaya khila yogibihi is one word. Suraganaihi.
You can still yes. Dhyayaya akhila yogibhihi.
Suraganaihi geyaya.
Very good.
Mayavine.
Astu, dhanyavadaha, samyak uktam. So here dhyayaya is a separate word. Akhila yogibhihi is a separate word. So that's how the padacheda will be here in this case. Akhila yogibhihi is a compound word, by the way. Astu, mayavine is straightforward. Suraganaihi geyaya. Here also visarga sandhi is affected. Dhanyavadaha. Padmavati Bhagini, the last line.
Yes, sir. Samyak Tandava Sambramaya Jatine Teyam Natihi Shambhave.
Here, do you think any split is possible? Sayam?
Sa iyam.
Very good. Sa iyam. Tachabdaha strilingaha. Sa te taha. Sa iyam natihi shambhave. Uttamam. Samyak Tandava Sambramaya. Tandava Sambrama is basically a compound word there. Samyak Tandava Sambramaya Jatine Seyam Natishambhave. Samyak Tandava, all three are together a compound word in this case. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini. So now we will see the Padacheda and we'll see. Adyaya Amita Tejase Shruti Vedyaya Sadhyaya Te Vidyanandamayatmane Trijagataha Samrakshanodhyogine Dhyeyaya Akhila Yogibhihi Suraganaihi Geyaya Mayavine सम्यक् ताण्डव सम्भ्रमाय जटिने सा इयं नतिः शम्भवे इस् द पदच्छेद एवं पदच्छेदः प्राप्तः इदानीम् अन्वयार्थं यदा वयं गच्छामः तदा तत्रापि प्रथमम् अस्माभिः किं करणीयं क्रियापदं किमपि अस्ति वा इति द्रष्टव्यम् परम् अस्मिन् श्लोके कुत्रापि क्रियापदमस्ति वा दृष्ट्वा तत्र उट्टङ्कयन्तु प्लीज send your answer in the chat box if you identify any kriyapada in this shloka. So that is the krama that we follow to come up with an anvaya. So let us see. Natihi, sadhyaya, etc. Some of the students have answered in the chat box. Samrakshana, shambhave, no, and so on. Very good. So if we see kriyapadam yadi yada aham vadami tarhi tatra तिङन्त शब्दः इति स्वीकरणीयः दट् मीन्स् से भवति भवतः भवन्ति करोति वन्दे नमामि एवं रूपेण पदानि सन्ति वा इति प्रथमं द्रष्टव्यं तस्य उत्तरम् अस्ति नास्ति अस्मिन् श्लोके वस्तुतः तादृशक्रियापदं नास्ति तिङन्तशब्दः नास्ति तर्हि पुनः क्रियाद्योतकपदानि सन्ति वा इत्युक्ते कृदन्तशब्दाः सन्ति वा इति पश्यामः तर्हि कृदन्तशब्दमध्ये प्रथमं पश्यामश्चेत् अत्र नतिः इति वर्तते नतिः इत्यनेन नमस्कारः इत्येव अर्थः नतिः इति क्रियाद्योतकम् अथवा कृदन्तशब्दः वर्तते अतः नतिः इति स्वीकृत्य तस्मात् इदानीं प्रश्नान् वयं कुर्मः नतिः इत्यनेन नमस्कारः इति प्रथमं भवति तर्हि कस्मै अथवा कस्यै वा नमस्कारः अथवा कस्य कृते नमस्कारः भवति इति प्रश्नः कृते सति कस्य कृते अथवा कस्मै चतुर्थी विभक्त्यन्तम् उत्तरं भवति तदा केवलं शम्भवे इति उत्तरं प्राप्तुं शक्यते शम्भवे नतिः पुनः इदानीं पश्यामः प्रथमा विभक्तौ कानिचन पदानि सन्ति वा इति प्रथमा विभक्तौ अत्र सा इयम् इत्येव शब्दद्वयं विद्यते प्रथमा विभक्तौ अतः किं कुर्मः सा इयं नतिः शम्भवे सा इयं नतिः इति स्वीकर्तुं शक्यते तत्तु अस्माकं प्राथमिकवाक्यं भवति इदानीं श्लोके पुनः पश्यामः कानि पदानि सन्ति इति सर्वत्रापि प्रायः अधिकरूपेण चतुर्थी विभक्त्यन्तम् एव पदानि सन्ति आद्याय अमिततेजसे तेजस् शब्दः अमिततेजः अमिततेजस् शब्दस्य चतुर्थी विभक्तिः भवति अमिततेजसे श्रुतिपदैः वेद्याय मिलित्वा अस्माभिः द्रष्टुं शक्यते वेद्याय इति शब्दः वर्तते तदपि चतुर्थी विभक्तौ एव अस्ति एवं तत्र साध्याय इत्यपि चतुर्थी विभक्तौ अस्ति ते इत्यनेन तुभ्यं ते इत्यपि चतुर्थी विभक्तौ अस्ति एवं पश्यामश्चेत् सर्वत्रापि अखिलयोगिभिः ध्येयाय चतुर्थी विभक्तौ वर्तते पुनश्च गेयाय सुरगणैः गेयाय मायाविने मायाविन् इति शब्दः मायाविने इति चतुर्थी विभक्तिः भवति नकारान्तः शब्दः एषः तर्हि अवश्यं दृष्ट्वा ज्ञातुं शक्यते एतानि सर्वाणि अपि पदानि शम्भवे इति शब्दस्य विशेषणशब्दाः अथवा विशेषणपदानि इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः तर्हि सा इयं नतिः कस्य कृते शम्भवे सा इयं नतिः कीदृशाय शम्भवे आद्याय शम्भवे आद्याय अमिततेजसे शम्भवे आद्याय अमिततेजसे श्रुतिपदैः वेद्याय साध्याय शम्भवे ते सा इयं नतिः एवं रूपेण अस्माभिः अन्वयं कर्तुं शक्यते इदानीं पश्यामः अन्वयं कथं भवति अत्र इति एवमेव यथा मया इदानीं सूचितं तद्वत् सर्वमपि तत्र विशेषणशब्दान् प्रथमम् उक्त्वा तत्र श्लोके यः क्रमः वर्तते तन्मध्ये एव अत्र स्थापयितुं शक्यते तत्र क्लेशः नास्ति अमिततेजसे श्रुतिपदैः वेद्याय साध्याय विद्यानन्दमयात्मने त्रिजगतः संरक्षणोद्योगिने अखिलभिः ध्येयाय अत्रैव तत्र क्रमः किञ्चित् व्यत्यस्तः भवति यतोहि अखिलयोगिभिः यः ध्येयः वर्तते सः इति सुरगणैः गेयाय मायाविने सम्यक्ताण्डवसम्भ्रमाय जटिने ते शम्भवे ते इति अत्र आसीत् तद् अन्ते वयं स्थापयामः इदानीं ते शम्भवे इति ते शम्भवे इयं सा नतिः अथवा सा इयं नतिः इयं नाम इदं शब्दस्य स्त्रीलिङ्गरूपं वर्तते यतोहि नतिः इति शब्दः स्त्रीलिङ्गपदम् अतः सा इयम् इति स्त्रीलिङ्गशब्दे उपयुक्तं वर्तते यदि अत्र उदाहरणार्थं नमस्कारः इति आसीत् तर्हि सः नमस्कारः अयं सः नमस्कारः इति भवितव्यम् केवलं तत्र कथं तत्र लिङ्गक्रमेण लिङ्गानुसारं तत्र शब्दानां विशेषणशब्दानां व्यत्यासः भवति इति अस्माभिः दृष्टम् इदानीम् अन्वयम् अस्माभिः कृतं वर्तते इदानीम् अग्रे सरामः अन्वयार्थः प्रतिपदार्थः कथं भवति इति आद्याय आदिपुरुषाय इत्यर्थः आद्याय नाम यः आद्यः one who is the first person or one who is to the first person of the creation he is the one from whom everything else emerges evam rupena adyaya prathama purushaya amita tejase aparimita kanti yuktaya aparimita prakashaya one who possesses immeasurable splendor or the effulgence or the shining etc so he is shining amita with infinite brilliance so amita tejase shruti padaihi vedyaya sadhyayate yaha shivaha शिवेन एव तत्र सर्वेपि सर्वमपि ज्ञानम् आगतम् इति प्रतीतिः वर्तते अतः एव गुरुपरम्परा श्लोक यदा गुरुपरम्परा श्लोकं वदामः सदाशिवसमारम्भं शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमम् इति अस्माभिः उच्यते सदाशिवः एव परमशिवः अथवा शम्भुः एव सर्वस्यापि निखिलस्यापि ज्ञानस्य दाता सर्वज्ञः सः कथं तस्य गुणान् कथं वयं जानीमः इत्युक्ते श्रुतिपदैः श्रुति इत्यनेन वेदवाक्यैः वेदद्वारा तस्य विषयं ज्ञातुं शक्नुमः श्रुतिपदैः वेद्याय ज्ञेयाय अपि च तं प्राप्तुमपि कथं शिवस्य सायुज्यम् अथवा शिवस्य सामीप्यम् अस्माभिः प्राप्तुं शक्यते इति चेत् श्रुतिपदैः वेदवाक्यैः ज्ञेयाय प्राप्तुं योग्याय तस्मै पुनः अस्माकं नमस्कारः इति भवति विद्यानन्दमयात्मने विद्यानन्दमयात्मने विद्या एव आनन्दं vidya eva so one for whom the knowledge itself is bliss that is vidyananda and vidyananda maya is one who is filled with this knowledge and bliss vidyananda maya atmane is one who is in that way who is embodiment of knowledge and bliss jnanananda swarupaya tadrisha swarupaya shambhave mama namaskaraha त्रिजगतः लोकस्य लोकत्रयस्यापि of all the three worlds त्रिजगतः संरक्षणोद्योगिने one who is always engaged in the duty of protecting all the three worlds रक्षणकार्ये निरताय संरक्षण उद्योगिने उद्योग शब्दः means one who is working industriously towards something so here Shiva is working towards the protection or well-being of all the three worlds त्रिजगतः संरक्षणोद्योगिने अग्रे अखिल योगिभिः अखिल नाम समस्त निखिल सर्व इति योगिभिः नाम ऋषिभिः ऋषिमुनिभिः by all the sages and ascetics Dhyayaya, one who is being contemplated upon, one who is being meditated upon. Dhyatum yogyaya. Api cha suraganaihi geyaya. Devasamuhaihi, suraihi, devatabhihi, yaha geyaha. Meaning one who is being praised. Stotum yogyaya, geyaya, tasmai shambhave mama namaskaraha. Then Maya Vine, Yoga Maya Swarupaya, embodiment of illusion. Illusion nama Maya nama, Shiva can take any form he wants. That is basically through the Maya Leela and can perform whatever he wants to. Ataha Maya Vine, Mayavin iti shabdaha, Samyak Tandava Sambramaya. One who is celebrating, who is rejoicing in his Tandava Nritya. Shrestha Tandava Nrityena Harshanvitaya, one who obtains that bliss by dancing, the Tandava Nritya. So Samyak Tandava Sambramaya, Tasmai Shambhave Namaha. Apicha Jetine, Jeta Asya Astiti Jetin. This is also a Nakaranta Shabda similar to Mayavin. Jetin is the Shabda. So Jetine, Jatadharaya, Yaha Jatam Dharati, Saha Jatadharaha, Tasmai. Te Tubhyam Shambhave Shivaya Iyam Sa Natihi Ayam Namaskaraha Vayam Sarve Evam Rupena Bhavantam Namamaha Ityarthaha. Shambhu iti Shabdaha Sham ityukte Mangalam iti Yaha Sarvada Sham Eva Sthapayati, one who is always determined to provide the auspicious things. He is Shambhu. Shankara, another word for Shiva is also Shankara. Sham karoti ti Shankaraha, one who makes things in an auspicious way or makes the situations auspicious. He is Shankara. Shambhu, Shankara, etc. So to that divine Shankara we bow down, who is having all these characteristics or all these adjectives, or who is adorned with all these adjectives. So evam tatra अन्वयार्थः प्रतिपदार्थः अस्माभिः दृष्टः. इदानीं भावार्थं पश्यामः. निखिलस्यापि प्रपञ्चस्य प्रथमपुरुषाय, one who is the first person. अपरिमित प्रकाशाय, who is having infinite brilliance. Vedawakyaihi jnatum praptum cha yogyaya, one who can be understood and obtained through the Vedavakyas, which also have been originated from Shiva himself. Jnanananda Swarupaya, one who is always taking the bliss in the Jnana. He is the Paramajnani or Sarvajna. Lokatrayasya Rakshanakarye Nirataya, one who is uh, Katibadha in taking care of the entire world, all the three worlds. Samasta Rishi Munibhihi Dhyayaya, one who is being contemplated by all the sages. Lokatrayasya Rakshanakarye Nirataya Samasta Rishi Munibhihi Dhyayaya Devasamuhaihi Stotum Yogyaya, one who is deemed fit to be praised by all the gods also. Devasamuhaihi Stotum Yogyaya Yoga Maya Swarupaya Shrestha Tandava Nrityena Harshanvitaya Jatadharaya Shivaya Tubhyam Ayam Namaskaraha Tadrisha Shambhave Asmakam Namaskaraha Bhavatu iti. We can also relate to so many incidents which we see from the Puranas. May it be related to the Devasura Yuddhas or the Samudra Manthana, when the demons and the gods were churning the milky ocean to obtain nectar, the Amrita. At that point, the first thing that came out was the halahala or the visha. And they did not know who can actually help them out or save them from that process. In that case, Suraganaihi Geyaya, he has been praised by all the gods. All the suras went in seek of Shankara and requested, please save us from this halahala. And not only there, in various other situations, they reach out to Shambhu to be benefited with the auspiciousness. Evam Suraganaihi Geyaya Maya Vine, who can take any form that he wants. Tadasha Samyak Tandava Sambramaya Jatine Yam Sa Natihi Bhavatu. In short, in English, so O Bhagavan Shiva, salutations to thee, who is the first person of the creation, who possesses immeasurable splendor, who can be known and attained only through the statements of the Vedas, who is the embodiment of knowledge and bliss, who is engaged in the task of protecting the three worlds, who is fit to be meditated upon by all sages and ascetics, praised by divine groups, who is the embodiment of illusion, or basically Maya, who revels in the Tandavan dance, or who rejoices, celebrates in the Tandavan Nritya, and who bears the matted hair or the jeta. So, my salutations to thee, O Shambho. Hope the shlokartha in this Anvaya Krama is understood by all. We will now go into a bit of the Vyakaranamshaha, a few samasas or a few grammatical aspects from this shloka. Amita Tejase. Amita Tejas is the Shabda, as I told earlier. So Sakarantaha Pullingaha Chaturthi Vibhaktihi Bhavati Ekavachanam. Amita Tejase iti apicha tatra samasta padam vartate. Amita Tejas iti Shabdaha Shabdadvayam. Tejas iti Shabdaha tavat Napumsakalinga Shabdaha. Tejaha Tejasi Tejamsi. Param samasta pade, after the compound is formed, because it is referring to Shiva, Amita Tejas Shabda will become a Pullinga Shabda. So just have that information. So na mitam amitam. One does mitam means which is having some measure. It is limited. That is mitam. Amitam means infinite, which is not having any limits. So amitam, that is nai tatpurusha. Basically, it's a first based on the tatpurusha compound. Amitam tejaha yasya. One who is having infinite radiance. He is called Amita Tejaha, and Tasmai the Chaturthi Vibhakti will become Amita Tejase. Atra Bahuvrihi Samasaha Vartate. Agre Shruti Padaihi Shrutinam Padani. Atra Sulabhamasti Shrutinam Padani Shashti Tatpurusha Bhavati Shruti Padaihi Vedyaya Vetum Arhaya. So here this word Vedyaya is also a Kridanta Shabda. Any word that reflects some kind of an action, even though it is not it is not maybe Tinganta Shabda, but you will, as soon as you listen to it, you will know that there is some action related to it or associated with it. Those words are the Kridantas more often. So Vedyaya is a Kridanta which has Nyat as the Pratyaya. In the previous course in Dvitiya, we had seen about Tva, Tumun, and a few of the Kridanta Rupas, Shatra, Shanach, etc. So in the same way, Nyat is another Pratyaya. That means to say one who is fit to be, Vedyaya, one who is fit to be known or something like that. Vetum Arhaya, Vida Jnaneti Dhatoho, Nyat Pratyayaha. Trijagataha, Trayanam Jagatam Samaharaha. So this is a special samasa which is called Dvigu Samasa, which is also a kind of Tatpurusha Samasa. Like how Nai Tatpurusha is there, Karmadhara is another subcategory in the Tatpurusha. Dvigu is also a Tatpurusha based compound. Only difference or the peculiarity is it will always have a Sankhya in the Samasa. Trijagataha, 3 is a Sankhya, Sankhya Vachaka Shabda. Sankhya Purvo Dviguhu is the general rule related to Dvigu. Just know about it for now. Do not worry if you're not understanding about the Samasa as such at the moment. Then Samrakshanodhyogine. Samrakshanodhyogine also is similar to Jatine Mayavine. It is Nakarantaha Pullingaha. Samrakshanam eva udyogaha. For whom Samrakshana itself is the work, is the task. that is samrakshanodyoginah. And then samrakshanodyogaha asya asti iti. So for him, for this person, that is for Shiva, this itself is a task, and hence we get yogin shabda, basically samrakshanodhyogine. That's how the form is coming. Next, akila yogi bhihi nakaranta shabda, yogin shabda again, akila yogin. नकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः तृतीयविभक्तिः बहुवचनम् अखिलाः योगिनः तैः, so it's again karmadharaya. Then dhyeyaya, similar to vedyaya, we have these words dhyeyaya, geyaya, etc. Dhyatum arhaya, dhyai chintayam, dhyana, from the same shabda, the dhatu, this has been this is coming. Yat pratyaya, yat and nyat are similar pratyayas. Do not worry about the grammatical specifics of it. So basically, how to identify whether it's a nyat or yat is, you will have ya at the end. Dhyeyaya, dhyeya, dhyeya, the second yakara, whatever you see, geya, dhyeya, vedya, etc. So that's how you will be seeing these forms. Next, suraganaihi, suranam ganaha, suraganaihi, Shashti Tatpurusha, straightforward. Geyaya, gatum arhaya, gatum yogyaya, gai, gayane shabda. And then mayavin is again nakaranta shabdaha. Maya asya asti iti mayavin. So one who is having the maya is mayavi. Then going to jatine, jatin, jataha asya santi iti jati. Here also the same way, how mayavin, jatin, dandin, dandaha asya asti iti dandin, etc. Te shambhave, te is takarantah trilingaha, yushmat shabdaha. We know about it. Shambhave, there is a small amara for Shambhu. Shambhu is ukaranta pullinga shabdaha, of which the Chaturthi Vibhakti is seen here. Shambhurishaha, Pashupatihi, Shivaha, Shuli, Maheshwaraha. So these are the words for Shambhu. If you see, pay attention to Shuli, it is similar to Jatin, if you can recognize. Jataha asya astiti jati, Shulam asya astiti shuli. One who is having a trishula in his hand, he is called a shuli. Evam. Similarly, just out of the context from this shloka, but Gandivi, we can call Arjuna as a Gandivi because he is having the bow named Gandiva. One who is having Gandiva is called Gandivi, and so on. Astu. Agre, Natihi, Ikarantaha Strilinga Shabdaha, Prathama Vibhaktihi. Natihi means Namaskaraha. Astu. Any questions or doubts at this point? I will just lower everyone's hands. Please raise your hands if in case you have specific questions related to this shloka. We will take that and then we will move on to further grammar aspects related to all the shlokas, mainly focusing on the Amara Kosha and other things. Okay, probably we'll take a few questions now. Sudha Bhagini, you can ask your question.
Namaskaraha. Can you go back to the shloka, please?
Yeah, sure.
Shloka, thank you. Dhanyawad.
Yeah, this is the
The
shloka.
shloka is about Shiva, which
Correct.
is a pullinga. All the vibhakti, everything is in pullinga. Sa iyam eva in strilinga. Why is it? How is it?
I explained about it. Sa iyam is actually kind of visheshana to the word natihi. Natihi is actually a strilinga shabda, similar to matihi. Ikarantaha strilingaha, mati shabdaha. Same way, nati shabda is also the same way. So iyam natihi. Since nati is strilinga, the sa iyam is coming in strilinga. If it was namaskaraha or something else, ayam namaskaraha, it would have changed to pullinga. That's how it would be.
Dhanyawad.
Astu. Vijaya Kumar Mohodaya, you can ask your question.
Can you go to the first page of next page, Mohodaya?
Which one?
Can you go to the next page?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The Amita Tejase, it is which samasa is Bahuvri samasa or Tatpurusha samasa? Two you have mentioned.
Okay. Thanks for that question. Usually, whenever we do samasa, it is done 2 words at a time. Okay, so here Amita Tejase, there are two words, of course, but I'll explain in detail. Amita and Tejas, these are the two words that we can directly see. So how is Amita Tejas formed is basically using this compound, what you can see here, which is Bahuvrihi. Amitam Tejaha Yasya Saha Tasmai, that is Bahuvrihi Samasa. Now, the word Amita itself is also another Samasa for which the explanation is given before, which is Na Mitam Amitam. And this is basically a Nai Tatpurusha compound. How the word Amita is come is Tatpurusha, but Amita Tejas word is Bahuvrihi. That's how this has to be understood. Hope it is clear now. Dhanyawadaha. Next, Nalini Bhagini, you can ask your question.
Namaste, Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Somewhere I saw Tubhyam or Tubhyam. What's the difference in that?
Tubhyam is to you. Te is also Chaturthi Vibhakti. Tubhyam te. So it's the same thing, to you. This salutations is to you.
Okay. Tubhyam is also same, correct?
Tubhyam ayam means, see, okay, I get the point. So basically in the Bhavartha, when you are seeing Tubhyam ayam namaskaraha. See, here in the Bhavartha, when you see Tubhyam, Shivaya Tubhyam namaskaraha. Ayam namaskaraha is just an using that similar to Sa Natihi, Iyam Natihi, Ayam namaskaraha. That's it. Tubhyam ayam is not one word. Tubhyam is separate, Ayam namaskaraha.
Astu. Dhanyawad.
Dhanyawadaha. Gopal Krishna Mahoday, you can ask your question.
Yes, it was the same question.
Okay.
Is that the first part, the sa em, say em.
Okay, right.
And all other words being in the
understood.
Yes, masculine gender.
Yeah.
Dhanyawadaha.
Sure. Dhanyawadaha. Okay. Next, Adityan Mahoday, you can ask your question.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Vedyaya, you said it's a Kritanta Padam.
Correct.
They are also to be conjugated like an adjective. That is Subandha
Yes.
Padam or?
Yes, very much. So, in general, any Shabda, even the Sarvanama Shabda or the Kridanta Shabdas which are in Vibhaktis are basically not Kridanta Avyayas, that means say, so Kurvan Nasti, the Kurvan is basically Shatra Pratyaya, or Vedyaha is also one of the Niyat Pratyaya which we saw. These act like adjectives to the actual word, the Visheshya Shabda, which is Shambhu. So how it will be if we just extend this, Vedyaha Shambhuhu, Vedyam Shambhum Aham Namami, Vedyena Shambhuna Ayam Karyaha Kritaha, and then Vedyaya Shambhave Namaskaraha, etc. This is how it would go. So all these words will change if Shambhave, instead of Shambhave, Sayam Natihi Shambhave, instead of this, it was Shambhum Namami. You just try to change this shloka to in such a way that Shambhum Namami, then it would have become Adhyayamita Tejasam Shrutipadair Vedyam Sadhyam, and so on, so on. Shambhum Namami. That's how every word acts as a Visheshana.
Dhanyawasmi again.
Sure. Dhanyawadaha. Okay, next, Krishnan Mahodaya, you can ask your question.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Kind of Karmadharya.
Which one?
Karmadharya Samasa.
Ha.
Here in one word, Karmadharya you have written.
Correct.
What is the easy way to identify how it is whether it is Karmadharya or something in Samasa?
Okay. Understood. So, when we say Karmadharya, Karmadharya is a special case of Tatpurusha Samasa. That is one aspect of it. If we see there is some kind of Visheshana Visheshya Bhava among the words, or Upamana Upameya, that is comparison or something like that, or specifically you are saying this person or this is great, something like Maharaja, Mahan cha asau Raja cha, you are qualifying the word with something else. In such cases, it will be mostly Karmadharaya. So that is, for example, here, Samrakshanodyogine, Udyoga and Samrakshana, these are the two words first. Samrakshana is the work you are trying to say that. So in such specific case also we use karma dharaya.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Dhanyawad, sir.
Dhanyawadaha. Then probably we'll take one last question at the moment. Lalita Bhagini, you can ask your question.
We saw Vedyaya and Dhyayaya.
Correct.
Vedyaya is net pratyaya and Dhyayaya is yet, but both are ending in ya only.
Correct. Vedya, and then similarly Geya, etc. So Nyat or Yat, there is no much of a difference except for in the Pratyaya, this Nakara which is seen. But during the process of the grammatical derivation, this Nakara also would go away, Takara also would go away, only Yakara would remain. So this has a different purpose in some cases. So that's the only difference. Okay, dhanyawadaha. So we will see. Okay, there is one question also in the chat box. Let us see. Yeah. So why is it addressed as? Why is he? That is, Shambhu is addressed as a first person, because he himself is the creator, right? So that is the question. Yes, absolutely right. So he himself is a creator means before him there is no one. So that is the meaning of Adhyaya. He is the beginning of the entire universe. So that's how we will have to look at it. So because he himself has created everything, that means say before him there was nothing. So in that way you will have to see that as Adhyaya. I hope that clarifies your question, Bhagini. Dhanyawadaha. Now we will go ahead with some more Vyakarana Amshas related to the Amara Kosha. Few of the words that we have seen in the shlokas, for some of them we have tried to identify the Amara Kosha panktis and we will try to practice it to improvise our vocabulary. This is probably not part of the textbook as such. That is, these Amara panktis are not seen or will not be part of the textbook, but it is good practice always when we create or when we write notes, make notes. Also see the references that are available and learn from the Amara Kosha and so on. So I request a few students to please raise hand so that you can recite after me some of these panktis. Okay, so first one is the Sumanasaha. Venkatraman Mohodaya, you can please repeat after me. Amara Nirjara Devaha.
Amara Nirjara Devaha.
Tridasha Vibudha Suraha.
Tridasha Vibudha Suraha.
Vibudha Suraha.
Vibudha Suraha.
Suparvana Sumanasaha.
Suparvana Sumanasaha.
Tridivesha Divaukasaha.
Triveda
Tridivesha
Tridevasha
Tridivesha Divaukasaha.
Tridiveshaha Trishau
Divaukasaha.
Divakashaha.
Dhanyawadaha. So here if you see, these are the words Amara, Amaraha. These are all in the brackets. Whatever is given is either the Pullinga or Strilinga, etc. So Amara, Nirjara, Deva, Tridasha, Vibudha, Sura, Suparvan, Suparvanaha. So Suparvan is Nakaranta Shabda. Sumanas is the Shabda which has come in Vagishadya Sumanasaha. So Sumanas, Tridivesha, Divaukasam. So Divaukas is again, Divaukas is also Sakaranta Shabda. So this is the Amara Pankti that we can remember to also know more synonyms for Sumanasaha, Amaraha, Devaha, etc. So we'll go to the next one. Doho is seen in Dorbhir Yukta Chaturbhihi. So we'll try to recite this. This is very easy and a short one. Krishnan Mohodaya, you can repeat after me.
Okay.
Bhujabahu Praveshto Doho.
Bhujabaho Praveshto Doho.
So these are the shabdas that we can see, which are synonyms of doho. Bhuja, which is there in both Pullinga and Strilinga. Bahu also can be used in both Pullinga and Strilinga. And then Praveshta is another word. And then those. These two are used in Pullinga only. Okay, so next one. Padmam. So we see this in two shlokas actually. So one is in the Dorbhir Yukta itself. ekena hastena sitam padmam. So padmam is there, and then in the next shloka shantakaram bhujakashenam padmanabham suresham, padma is also coming in that shloka. We'll try to recite this. Archana Bhagini. Vapumsi padmam nalinam
वापुंसि पद्मं नलिनम्
aravindam mahotpalam
अरविन्दं महोत्पलम्
sahasrapatram kamalam
सहस्रपत्रं कमलं
shatapatram kusheshayam.
शतपत्रं कुशेषयम्.
Dhanyavadaha, well recited. So padma can be used in pullinga and napumsakalinga. Both are possible. So here padmam is napumsakalinga, but padma is both pullinga and napumsakalinga. Nalina, napumsakalinga, and so on. Aravinda, mahotpala, sahasrapatra, kamala, shatapatra, kusheshaya, etc. These are the other words for padma. Going to the next one, sitaha. Basically sitam padmam is what we have seen. So here sita is basically pullinga shabda, that means to say white. Let us see some of these. Sudha Bhagini. Shukla shubhra shuchishveta
Shukla shubhra shuchishveta
vishada shyeta pandaraha
vishada shyeta pandaraha
avadatasito gauraha
avadatasito gauraha
valaksho dhavalorjunaha
valaksho dhavalorjunaha
arjunaha.
arjunaha.
Uttamam. Yes.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyavadaha. Okay, so here if you see shukla shubhra shuchi shweta vishada, so vishada prabham, maybe you have heard that word, vishada prabham. Vishada prabham means one who is having a white radiance. Shweta, pandara, pandararuna, we can say the white race. And then avadata, sita, and then gaura. Gaura is something which is very commonly used. Gaura, valaksha, and then dhavala, and then arjuna. Arjuna pushpam samarpayami, etc. In some of the pujas you may see. So it's also a pushpa vishesha, and also can be the colored flower, white colored flower. So in this way it is possible. Astu. We'll see the next one, vadanam. So me vadane sa me vagdevateyam nivasuru vadane sarvada suprasanna. So Brinda Bhagini. Vaktrasye vadanam tundam
वक्त्रस्ये वदनं तुण्डम्
ananam lapanam mukham.
आननं लपनं मुखम्.
अस्तु. अत्र पश्यामः कानि पदानि सन्ति इति. वक्त्र आस्य वदन तुण्ड आनन मुख इति एतानि पदानि भवन्ति. Then we have Vishnu, Shantakaram Bhujakashenam. In that Vishnu is there. So Vishnu has one Amara Pankti that we will practice now. Gayatri Bhagini. Vishnur Narayanah Krishnah
विष्णुर्नारायणः कृष्णः
Vaikuntho Vishtarashravah
वैकुण्ठो विष्टरश्रवाः
Damodaro Hrishikeshah
दामोदरो हृषीकेशः
केशवो माधवस्वभूः.
केशवो माधवस्वभूः.
उत्तमं, धन्यवादाः. विष्णु, नारायण, कृष्ण, वैकुंठ, विष्टरश्रव, विष्टरश्रव सकारांत शब्द, दामोदर, हृषिकेश, केशव, माधव, स्वभू, etc. These are the few names of Lord Vishnu. Next we will go to the next one, Shambhu, which we have also seen during the Padapadartha, but we will recite some of this here. Jairam Mahodaya. Shambhurishav Pashupatihi
शम्भूरीशः पशुपतिः
Shivashuli Maheshwaraha.
शिवशूली महेश्वरः
Shivashuli, there is Visarga, so Shivashuli Maheshwaraha.
शिवशूली महेश्वरः
Ishvara Sharva Ishanaha.
ईश्वरः सर्व ईशानः
शङ्करश्चन्द्रशेखरः
शङ्करश्चन्द्रशेखरः
धन्यवादाः, well recited. So Shambhu, Isha, Pashupati, Shiva, Shuli, and then Shulin basically, and then Maheshwara, Ishwara, Sharva, Ishana, Shankara, Chandrasekhara. These are the other synonyms or other names of Lord Shambhu. Okay, next we'll see also Gajanana. So this is again coming as a artha from the Vagishadya Sumanasaha. Tam Vande Gajananam. So we will see this. Adityan Mahodaya, you can recite after me. Vinayako Vighnaraja
Vinayako Vignaraja
Dvaimaturaganaधिपाः
Ganaadipaha
Apyekadanta
Abhyekadanta Heramba
Lambodara Gajananaः.
Lambodara Gajananaha.
Dhanyavadaha. So here we see Vinayaka, Vikhnaraja, Dvaimatura, Ganadhipa, Ekadanta, Heramba, Lambodara, and Gajanana. These are few words of Gajanana. Okay. Next we will see Meghavarnam Shubhangam. Megha is there. Let us see this. Namrata Bhagini. Abhramekho Varivahaha.
Abhramekho Varivahaha.
Stanayitnur Balahakaha.
Stanayitnur Balahakaha.
Dharadharo Jaladharaha.
Dharadharo Jaladharaha.
Taditvan Varidom Bugbhrit.
Taditvan Varidom Bubhrit.
Ghanajimuta Mudira.
Ghanajimuta Mudira.
Jalamugdhumayonayaha.
Jalamugdhumayonayaha.
Dhanyavadaha. So here we have more number of words. Abhra, Megha is a Pullinga Shabda. Abhra, Megha, Varivaha, Varim Vahatiti, one which carries the water. Stanaitnu, Balahaka, then Dharadhara, Jaladhara, Taditvat, basically Takaranta Shabda. Taditvan, that's how the forms will be. Similar to Vidvat, Vidvan, Varida, Ambubhrata, Ghana, Jimuta, Mudira, and then Jalamuch, Thumayoni. So these are the words for Megha. So that completes some of the Amara Panktis as a Vyakarana Vishesha from these shlokas that we have learned. This completes the first lesson, which is the Stotrani, along with its Padacheda, Padapadartha, Anvaya, Padapadartha, and Bhavartha, with Vyakarana Vishesha that we have seen so far. Now we will quickly try to do the exercise, a few questions from the exercises, and we will be also posting more questions outside also from the, which is not part of the textbook, but more for your own practice. We'll be uploading those worksheets as well, or the exercise sheets. So please do practice them so that you can understand the concepts that we have learned and also the shloka in a deeper sense. So now let us see. Probably whoever have got a chance so far, may I please request you can lower your hands, and I want more people to participate. So this is an opportunity where you get a way in which you will at least be able to maybe try out some answers, etc. So please feel free. Do not worry that if you make a mistake, etc., because this is a learning process. I encourage that more people try to interact. So we will see the first question. Let's see, Vidya Bhagini, can you try answering this question? Ganesham ke kada namaskurvanti?
गणेशं के कदा नमस्कुर्वन्ति ब्रह्मादिदेवा
Yeah, please try.
सर्वकार ब्रह्मादिदेवा सर्वकार्याणाम् आरम्भे गणेशं नमस्कुर्वन्ति.
Very good, absolutely fine, except for a bit more refinement. Brahmadayah devaha sarvakaryanam arambhakale Ganesham namaskurvanti. Very good. Another way from the shloka itself, what we can also write is Vagishadyaha Sumanasaha Sarvakaryanam Arambhakale. So whatever answer you told is absolutely right. There's no problem. This is
It's not right to say Brahmadi Devaha.
Brahmadayaha Devaha. Brahmadi Devaha, if you make it as a compound word, Brahmadi Devaha without giving a space, then it is still okay. Or when you split it, then it will become Brahmadayaha Devaha. That's how it will be. Sure. Dhanyavadaha. Well answered. Now we will see, yeah, this is the answer. Vagishadyaha Sumanasaha Sarvakaryanam Arambhakale Sarvarthanam Upakrame Ganesham Namaskurvanti. You can just remember the shloka and directly also answer from the shloka itself. Very good. Next, second question. Vagdevata Swahasteshu Kim Kim Dharayati. What all is Vagdevata holding in her hands? So that's the question. Let us see. Lata Bhagini, can you try answering this?
महोदय स्फटिकमणिमयीम् अक्षमाला एकेन हस्तेन पद्मं शुकम् अपरेण हस्तेन शुकं पुस्तकं च धारयति.
Very good. Spatikamanimayim akshamalam dharayati. So Dvitiya Bhakti is what is expected there. Vagdevata swahasteshu spatikamanimayim akshamalam sitam padmam. Only thing which you missed is padmam you said, but sitam was missed. That's fine. Sitam padmam shukam pustakam cha dharayati. So aparena hastena is probably not needed because kim kim dharayati, that is the question. What all is she holding? So you can just list all these four elements or four items. Well answered. Dhanyavadaha. Okay, so we'll go to the next question. What we have here. Vishnoho akaraha kidrishaha saha kaihi dhyanagambyaha. There are two questions here. Vishnor akaraha kidrishaha vartate, and then kaihi saha dhyanagambyaha vartate. So let us see how we can answer. Tejas Mahodaya, can you try answering this?
Yes. Vishnoho akarah shantakarah.
Very good. Shantakaraha asti. Then do you want to expand a bit more? That answer is right. Yeah. No. For the same. Vishnoha akaraha kidrishaha. Vishnoha akaraha shantakaraha. That is right. Akara, by the word, it's also the form, right? So we can also extend this to writing meghavarnaha asti. Any other adjective that we have seen in the shloka, those also can be used, but that's fine. So I'll stop with the first part of the answer what you gave. That is fine. For the second part, I will ask one more student to give an answer. So, dhanyavadaha. Then Divya Bhagini, you can answer the second part of the question.
Saha yogibhihi dhyanagambyaha.
Very good. Saha yogibhihi dhyanagambyaha vartate. Very good. So this is what I was saying. Like when we say Vishnoho akaraha kidrishaha, if it is just asked in the question for a 1 mark, then you can just say Vishnu akaraha shantakaraha. Sufficient. If the same question is asked for 2 marks, then we will have to explain a bit more of the akara of Vishnu or the form of Vishnu. Vishnuhu shantakaraha bhujaga shayanaha. So now you can actually practice how the Visheshana Shabda is changing. In the shloka we have Shantakaram Bhujaka Shayanam, etc. in Tritiya Bhakti, Tam Vishnum Namami. Here Vishnuhu is Prathama Bhakti. So all those words that were the adjectives have changed to Prathama Bhakti. So Padmanabhaha, Sureshaha, Meghavarnaha, Shubhangaha, etc. Sarva Lokaikanathah cha vartate. That is the Vishnoho Akaraha. Saha Kaihi Dhyanagambyaha, Yogibhi Dhyanagambyaha. Straightforward. Very good. Kidrishaya Shambhave Natihi. The last, probably the question, maybe Jairam Mahodaya, can you try answering this?
Samyak Tandava Sambhramaya Shambhave Natihi.
Very good. Samyak Tandava Sambhramaya Jatine Shambhave Natihi is very good. 1 mark answer. But if the same question is asked for 2 marks, how would you change it? Full shloka. Adhyaya. Very good.
Padaihi Vedyaya Sadhyayate
Very nice.
Vidya Ananda
Vidya Ananda.
त्रिजगतः संरक्षण उद्योगिने ध्येयाय अखिल योगिभिः सुरगणैः गेयाय मायाविने सम्यक् ताण्डव संभ्रमाय जटिने शम्भवे नतिः.
Very nice, very good, very good. Well answered. Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादाः आचार्य.
Astu. So this is how you will write the answer, the complete anvaya of that particular shloka, and that's the answer for the fourth question. Next, there's another small main which is more related to the sandhi. That is, we'll just try to see this on the grammar aspect. I request some more students to probably raise your hands and try answering these. Krishnan Mohodaya, can you please try the first one?
Hastena ekena.
Very good. Which sandhi it could be?
It is Tritiya ekvachanam.
No. Which sandhi?
Hastena ekena means it is vruddhi.
Very good. Yes. So hastena ekena, hastena ikena is vruddhi sandhi. Very good. Dhanyavadaha. So next question we have, I've just flashed all the other questions, so you can just be prepared to answer it. Divya Bhagini, second one.
Devata iyam.
Devata iyam.
Devata iyam.
This is young Sandhi, I think.
Sorry? Yan? Okay. Let's see. So Devata iyam
Or
is
maybe
the split.
Ayadi Sandhi. Yeah, this is Ayadi Sandhi.
Why do you think so? It is just akara which is there and ikara, and in the final form ekara has come. So whenever this is the case, gana ishaha, ganeshaha, etc., these are the examples of guna sandhi. Okay.
Oh,
So
right.
yeah, sure. So do practice the sandhis that we had learned in Prathama, Dvitiya and other classes. So please do practice it. Dhanyavadaha. Next one, Padmavati Bhagini, please try the third one.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Vasamana, asamana, savana dirgha sandhi.
Very nice. Bhasamana, asamana, savana dirgha sandhi. Very good. Dhanyavadaha. Okay, and the last one, who would answer? Shantala Bhagini, can you answer this? Oh, sorry, I flashed the answer. Sorry for that.
Loka ekanatham, lokaikanatham, vruddhi sandhi.
Very good. Loka ekanatham, lokaikanatham, vruddhi sandhi. Very good. Dhanyavadaha. So I think these sandhis were simple, which we have practiced very much in Prathama and Dvitiya. So keep practicing whenever you come across any sandhi. Try to do the split and practice, identify which sandhi it is. So, and then let us see the next two. Let's see who else is there. Shri Priya Bhagini, can you answer this question? Fifth one.
Namaste ji.
Namaste.
Samrakshana plus yogine.
Samrakshana plus?
Plus udyogine.
Ha, very good. Which sandhi?
Guna sandhi.
Yes, Samichinamasti. Samrakshana adhikam udyogine, samrakshano udyogine gunasandhihi. Dhanyavadaha. Next, Seyam, who would do this? Annapurna Bhagini.
Ram
Namaste.
Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Seyam, sa plus iyam, seyam, gunasandhi.
Samichinam. Sa plus iyam, gunasandhihi. Next one, Tejas Mohodaya, can you try this?
Vidyananda Mayatmane. Vidya and Ananda Mayatmane.
Okay, any other sandhi possible? Any other split possible? One part of the answer is right. There are two sandhis in this. So anyway, I'll give it out. So that's fine.
Anandamaya and Atmane.
Very nice. Yes, Vidya, Anandamaya, and then Atmane. Yes. Dhanyavadaha.
Both are Savarna Dirgha Sandhi.
Yes, both are Savarna Dirgha Sandhis here. Great. Good. So Vidya, Anandamaya, Atmane. So please ensure that it is not Anandamaya and Atmane, though there also the sandhi is the same, but Anandamaya is the shabda that is there. So that's how we will have to do. Similarly, in the other cases also, sa iyam also would lead to sayam, but sa is not an independently existing word that can be used. And similarly, samrakshana udyogine also is a possible split, or samrakshana udyogine is also possible, but those are not right words for which has meaning. So whenever we do the sandhi splitting, we need to ensure the meaning of those words are well intact. Okay, so with that we come to the conclusion of today's session. So before we end, if you have any further questions or any doubts or anything, I request you to please write an email to us with the subject line SSS03, and please write the emails to raghu.vyoma@gmail.com and maheshwari.vyoma@gmail.com, and we'll be glad to answer your questions. And of course, in the classes also you can ask. We'll be also having a dedicated doubt clarification session. Maybe once we complete 4 to 5 lessons or so, then a dedicated class will be there, mostly on a Saturday, where we'll be encouraging you to ask any of the doubts in those 4 to 5 lessons that we would have completed. So that's also another opportunity where you can get your doubts clarified. With that, probably we'll conclude today's session. Dhanyavadaha sarvebhyaha. Punaha somvasare milamaha. Ram Ram Ram. Namo Namaha.